What's up? What's up? Fooled you guys. Fooled you guys. You thought it was Luca, huh? Nah. Luca texted big bro. He was like, hey, big bro, can you come stream? Not going to be free today, sadly. So, if you don't like me, you might want to start now. No, this is just a one-time thing, guys. If you guys don't know me, I am Nyx. Ivan, you know me. Cypher knows me. A couple of you guys know me again. If you're expecting Luca, sorry. But I do stream during London session. If you guys don't know that already, I do stream on here for London session. And I've been on a win streak. I've been killing it. We'll kind of go over a lot of the wins I've been taking. Good to meet you, Jose. Yeah, bro. Like again, not Luca. A lot of you guys are about to ask. Probably gonna have this conversation a couple times, but he wasn't free today, unfortunately. He got pretty caught up in Beverly Hills. You know, I mean, it happens. Thankfully, I was here to just hop on, come live. I was looking at NASDAQ. Again, I'm not too big on NASDAQ as far as trading it during power hour, guys, but I'm not opposed to maybe marking some things up, going over my analysis on it. Dude, Pooh, I took over. Luca's gone, bro. Took him out. His older brother had to step in, take charge of this shit. Yep. I was gonna ask Luca a question, but ask me. Go ahead. Haha. Go ahead, shoot a question. If I can't answer it, then obviously wait for Luca, but I assume I can answer it. But again, like I said, I go live during London all the time. If you guys aren't in there, you guys should hop in. Right now, I'm doing an account flip, actually. Just kind of messing around with stream. I like doing a little fun little entertainment sometimes, but we haven't lost this month. And never watch one of your streams, bro, but I'm here for it. Fireproof. Also at London, join in as well. We kill it, as my mom and I were watching over Luca 3 weeks ago. The raw ECN is going to be like raw spreads. That's what it is. Raw spreads. So you won't deal with spreads. They give you that option. I don't know if they still do account bonus, but I remember they'll do account bonus, raw ECN, or standard. And you can basically pick. I think with standard, it'll give you the option to have like no commissions rather than having no spread. And you can either choose which like one you get. It's kind of cool how Gates FX will give you like that one little benefit on top of like if you trade with them. Does that make sense? So I say do raw. I say do raw myself, especially if you're dealing with lower time frame entries, indices, stuff like that. You really want to do raw spreads. What's up, Punisher? But again, let's go into it. I'm going to go over my system for London, and we're gonna kind of come into apply it for NASDAQ. It's going to be a little bit harder because they're dealing with power hour, but we're gonna see how things go. Again, I trade DAX, I trade UK 100. All the time. Again, we'll kind of go in depth, but super simple. Again, same approach as Luca. As far as we look for liquidity, we look for liquidity sweeps to give us better entry points, and then we look for liquidity to give us better exit points. Oh, there's Luca himself. Luca, I told him big bro how to take over. I'm sorry. It's the truth, guys. It came out. Luca's secret revealed. Luca's low bro to Nyx. Never. Y'all trade indices on power? Yeah. Especially Luca. So if you don't know, if you're new here, Road, this time is usually for Luca. He trades power. He kills it. Kills it. Also trades during New York session with his private group. So if you want to join that, but bro, can't even get on roller coasters. Luca's out protesting the light. Luca probably is protesting out there now. So Raw has commissions with no spreads. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it is. Yes, Ivan. He no longer trades London on his signals. He has no. I don't think so. He might. But I know he's live streaming. He has a live trading group during New York session at 6 in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, and he also comes live at power hour. But let's go into it. So like I was saying, super simple, just super simple trades, guys. Again, I'm really big on London Open. Liquidity sweeps, session manipulation. We're looking for previous session highs and lows, and we're just looking for quick one-on-one moves. And again, that's the idea I'm coming in with on NASDAQ. But again, I know we're not dealing with as much volume as we would at the open, but we'll see. So coming into the market, I was just in a mentorship call, kind of going over with them what I think on NASDAQ. I'm liking buys potentially, but I'm still not gonna ignore the fact that sells definitely could take place, right? But if we do see a break to the upside here, I do think buys are bound to take place, maybe sweep New York highs. Again, price is going to continue to move throughout Asia's session. I'm not saying we're going to hold. I'm not even saying I'm going to enter. But again, I like using previous session highs and lows to give me a better idea on where price should go. Because again, you guys know yourselves, you're going to see manipulation. You saw it during New York. What did price do? It came up. We manipulated London highs over here, which again, kind of didn't happen during New York. It was kind of but still manipulated highs. What are we going to do next? If we saw that bearish reaction at the open, you can infer that price should come down into where the next area of liquidity, which is in this case London lows, and that's exactly what it did. So if you were to like trade some type of area of, let's say, support, and you wanted to break out, I'd be comfortable breaking out stops at high here. Quick 101, quick move. Again, you know, volume should push at least in your favor throughout the session, because again, there's usually more session or more volume in New York. Sorry guys, I wasn't reading chat. I got so depressed this last week because of emotional trading. It's hard. It's hard, but I'm glad that you're telling me that you're definitely on a 2 to 4 week streak of following your system, because that's the biggest thing, guys. Like, if you guys don't know, your system is the biggest thing. Like, I was just going over that with the mentorship. It's the biggest thing. If you don't have a system, one, your data is not good. You're getting data with no system, it's not good data. I'm sorry. I used to say all data is good data, but no, like, not all data is good data. So just keep following your system. Follow your system and get data. Make sure that you're tracking every single trade. No matter if I lose, win, even if I don't take a trade, but I'm watching something, I will still go back into my journal, my log, and put it in there, because I don't know if there's something that I will use in the future that could be data. It could tell me that, okay, this certain aspect of my trading or my system, I don't need it anymore. I can take it out and I'll still be fine. Or I need to add something because my trading, let's say it's been too aggro, right? And I'm not saying it has been, but those are things to always kind of watch out for. And again, even the position I'm in, even the position Luca's in, he's still doing that on a consistent basis. He's still kind of watching if there's anything he can be doing better, or if there's anything that could be affecting his trading. And a lot of times there's not, but markets are subject to change. You never know. Do I only go for 101s? Nick gonna get you right. Luca's right, guys. I'm gonna get you right. Even if I just drop a bunch of sauce for you guys today, that's fine. Again, if we can catch a trade, let's do it. Shoot. I got an extra account that I'm willing to shoot on, but at the same time, I don't want to shoot if, I don't want to call you guys a bad trade. But as far as London session, I do only go to 101s mainly. With this account flip that I'm now doing, I have talked about holding longer in certain situations. Again, it comes down to higher time frame, multi-time frame analysis. If I can get some confidence behind my higher time frame, and I know I can hold for a little bit longer, I'll shoot for 1 to 2, 1 to 3. But because I'm dealing with just these quick moves into these areas of liquidity, all I'm expecting is a 101. Because as soon as price takes this liquidity, one, you can clearly see that there's reaction. Majority of the time, there's going to be a reaction. That reaction means, okay, we're going to see price definitely work this area. A lot of times you can see price fly through it. Not really. You'll see a reaction. Doesn't mean price is going to react and flip. It can, and a lot of times it will. Or it will just react momentarily, come back up, fill in gaps like it did. As you can see, price left these gaps as it opened. What did price do? Came back up and filled all these areas of imbalance in before taking price where back down to lows. And again, that was just beautiful price action. I didn't even realize that until right now. So sells definitely could continue to take place, but like I said, buys also could, depending on how you enter. I don't know if you're like a trend line person. I'm not really a trend line person, but you can definitely enter at a break of a trend line. I'd wait for like a break of this area of, like, I would consider, I guess, resistance. And then I would shoot. Guys, chat's so much faster on here. I'm not used to it. bro, you missed because of what? Dude, Ivan, I think bro's locked in like that. I can tell you this though, there's going to be sacrifices that you guys are going to definitely have to make at some point, but keep in mind that at the end of the day, like, and I'm starting to realize this now too, more than ever, is when things start moving and things start flowing, like things are going to start moving and you're going to start realizing like, damn, like sooner than later, like you're going to have less time with your family. And it's, you know, something that you definitely want to take advantage of as much as you can. And again, like charts, they're important. It's, you know, if you have to trade, you have to trade. But if it comes to back testing, like, you know, you don't have to back test 24/7, guys. Like, I hope you guys know that. Like, that was the biggest thing too. And I'm so glad I taught myself that early on, is you don't have to sit on the markets 24/7. Yes, at the beginning, you want to learn a lot. You want to learn fast. You want to get the knowledge necessary. But there comes a point in time when you have your own system, you're taking your own trades. You may not be at a good point yet, but you're following the right process. You're following the right, you're taking the right steps. Wow, I just lost my whole train of thought. I kid you not. That was fucking ridiculous. Nick said 20 piece. Luca's just trying to start shit now. Luca's mad that I exposed the truth on how I'm his older brother. And now he's saying I said 20 piece. Apparently. Do you think NAS will go long today? I personally think NAS will go long. But again, I'm not always right. I mean, that's trading at the end of the day. If I were to enter, I'd still have good risk management behind it. That's if I enter. Nick has lived with lights off, so he's vetted. That's jokes. And when my light bill off, Nick had to take over the day until he turned it back. That's crazy. I got you, Luca, anytime. Them aliens be living in the ocean. Probably, dude. Honestly, I don't know. Do you guys believe in aliens? Tell me. Do you guys? What's your thought on USD chat? I'll take a look for you. I was just talking about this with my mentorship, and if you guys, well, a lot of you guys know, some of you guys don't know. Again, if you guys are new here, or have never seen me before, I usually trade Forex. But Forex has been so slow, guys. It's been so slow. At least the pairs I trade, at least the way I trade it. And again, all I do is really just use like a multi-time frame analysis, gauge a bias, and then I use supply and demand and liquidity to find better entry and exit points to continue the overall trend, whatever the market's giving me, or whatever the trend is on the higher time frames, right? But price has just been choppy. So I'll kind of go into how I would look at it. But I've generally been staying away from Forex just because of how price has been moving. But I usually like to go into as far as the weekly time frame and just kind of see what we're looking at. We can clearly see we're definitely bearish. We definitely made this new low. We can expect a pullback at some point, but you have to make sure that you're playing within the right leg. So as we continue to go down to lower time frames, you can continue to see that these legs get, you know, now we're dealing with this daily leg. So even though we're expecting the weekly pullback, you have to remember that we're playing within this daily leg. So you don't want to shoot for anything crazy, but you could shoot for a daily pullback within this area here. So if we come to the 4 hour, you'd want to see price starting to shift structure, which you kind of start seeing somewhat of a shift, but I don't think it's the best. I'd want to see like a break of this structural high here. But as we come down to like these lower time frames, you could maybe catch some type of pullback into this 4 hour leg. Again, supply and demand, that's my go-to. It would be like something down here. But again, this is what price has been doing a lot. Missing this area, coming up and taking off without coming into my area of interest. Again, depends on how you trade it. That's how I trade it. I think higher time frame, as far as that, we're going to run bullish for a little bit, at least momentarily, just to fill in some of these gaps, as well as come into an area of premium pricing. But now it's about finding a decent entry point, and that's if price gives you that. What's up, Ahmad? They're demons. That's crazy, Ivan. Top of the morning, Junior. How you doing? They're demons is a crazy statement. All right, guys. Let's go over this though. I'm gonna go over a trade I took last night. Fire trade, super fire. But in and out trade. This type of trading I do. We're gonna go over last night's trade because I think I was in this trade for like 20 seconds. But I just kind of want to give you an idea of how effective it is to use session highs and lows, especially previous session highs and lows. And again, I do this every single day, day in, day out. And not all the time session highs and lows aren't there, but that's where daily highs and lows come in, weekly highs and lows. Again, anything that involves liquidity. everything's liquidity, but just the higher areas or areas with a lot more liquidity. In this case, we know that price definitely, or price is sitting right here before London open. I know with price being so bullish, I can expect price to at least run into this high. Again, you can see it says break even here. I was already out. Thankfully, I had TP set at 101 at that quick open. And again, quick enter, quick out. Why? Because I know that price is bound to push for this liquidity if we were to continue to run higher. And then it did. What did it do? It had a reaction right after and instantly dropped. And what did I say earlier? As soon as we come to these liquidity points, price always has a reaction, at least majority of the time. Even if it's not a long reaction, even if it doesn't flip price and totally dump, it's going to have a reaction to where you want to manage your trade accordingly. If you don't have appropriate stops, you want to make sure that you're either at break even or you're taking partials or whatever it may be. And that's why someone had asked earlier, do you only take 1-on-1s? And in this case, yes, I only take 1-on-1s because of situations like this. And this happens a lot where I'm just looking for these quick pushes of volume at London open. That's all I need. Super aggro, but it works. I mean, win rate's crazy. We haven't lost in a while. So, but buy or trade last. You guys got to be here for tonight. We're flipping an account. It's a little bit different style of trading than our normal trading. Again, it's same entries criteria as far as that, but willing to hold a little bit longer. Obviously, risking a lot more, just because we're kind of fucking around. I like this, guys. I like this reaction. If we were to flip here, if we flipped, created a bottom wick, I would potentially enter. And I told myself I wouldn't enter. Depends. But with something looking this good, you might have to shoot. We'll see. Didn't Bible say that? I'm not there yet. I'm reading. I don't know. Did it? Did it say they're demons? That's crazy if it did. LOIs when I don't join. Rudy, like, what the fuck do you guys? You guys don't understand. Rudy joins on the days that's like slow. We don't take a trade. I think he joined. He made 800 the other day. Why you complain, Rudy? You made 800 the other day. No, but in all seriousness, Rudy's always missing the winning days. You got to be there every single day, Rudy. And I tell you guys this all the time, even for Luca's stream. Like, if you guys are taking the trades Luca's taking here, be here every single day. If you're taking the trades that I'm taking during London, be there every single day. Because if not, you're not going to replicate the same results. You're not going to have the same win rate. You're not. I mean, again, I won last night. The people who missed it, I understand things come up. And I'm not just talking about you, Rudy. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm talking about a bunch of other people here. It's just a generalization. You're not going to have the same results if you're not taking every single trade. And that's why I support, even like, I talk about this all the time in my stream, but I'll kind of say this in Luca's. And I assume he kind of says the same thing. Come in here with your own system. Yes, you guys know what we're doing. Yes, you guys can watch us. And we support you 100% taking the same trades as us. But come in here with your own system, come in here with your own plan, because you never know when we're going to have to make a quick split-second decision like I did last night. Some people weren't able to enter. Some people did. And the people who were able to enter and capitalize are the people who came in here with their own plan, their own system. And even if it's similar to mine, and even if they're using me as a second point of entry or to gain more confidence in entering, that's fine. Majority of the time, we're going to win together. But in this case, like here, this was like literally a 2-second decision. Price, after I entered, price shot up within 3 seconds and I won. You can't replicate that if you're kind of copying, kind of taking signal. You can in some cases, and in most cases, yes. But this is why I'm a big supporter and believer in just come in here with your own system. Use me as a second set of eyes. Use Luca as a second set of eyes. Majority of the time, if you have the same analysis, great. You're going to win together. You're going to make money together. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm fine with that. Sometimes it's going to have a different bias. That's fine, because sometimes I'm wrong. Sometimes you may be right. Sometimes you may be wrong. I may be right. That's trading. That's where risk management comes into play, right? So that's something for you guys always to like really remember. And if you don't or never thought of it like that, tomorrow come in here with a plan. Even if it's the same plan that we use, at least you have your own idea of it, of when you're going to enter. So you're not really relying on us too much when it comes to those last second split decisions. And again, it doesn't happen all the time where it's last second, but it can. Guys, price is pushing lower here, and that's fine. I mean, if price wants to push lower, price is going to push lower. I'm not going to do anything about that. What we could be doing is coming to fill in this area of inefficient price. I do think price could be looking to do that. But at the same time, we did have a decent amount of liquidity. I was expecting price to definitely sell off, but I was just expecting price to take a bit more liquidity before going and doing that. One thing about entering this, like let's say we did enter, eventually get entry. Let's say we did enter. Let's say stops are there. I would, as price moved up into New York highs, at these structural highs here, I would be moving to break even. Why? Because again, there's a lot of liquidity sitting behind here. Price is coming up to a point where it definitely can just take that liquidity and flip. Obviously, we're not dealing with that yet, but that's a if this does happen situation. Lower lows coming. I caught DAX last night. Hell yeah. Nick puked from 6 million. You have export. I know who you are. I didn't know that was you. You know the 250 count. Wait, what? What do you mean, Ivan? Like 250? Like 250 in the morning? Would that be 550? Wait, no. What are you talking about, Ivan? I think we're about to keep selling. Yeah, we definitely could. And again, if you guys were able to enter, perfectly fine. The one thing I didn't like, there was definitely some liquidity sweeps. Like you can definitely see price purging like some of these highs before it comes back down. Purge this high, which was pretty nice. That topic was pretty nice. That was a news candle. Though something came out, I think, which I've never seen this on Forex Factory before. Well, this is another one. Well, there was another one saying that EU is not to be presented a letter with any higher tariffs. Which I assume would be good for Euro, because that's just saying that we're not going to fuck them over or, you know, proceed to push tariffs on them, at least any higher. So that was good. But that news candle definitely came up, just swapped liquidity, and now we're seeing a dump. But we'll see what happens as price continues to play out. Again, we're just here chilling. I'll be here for about, 45 minutes, an hour. Kick with you guys, see if we can get entry. But if not, I mean, we're chilling. We can look at gold right now too, though. Look at gold. Adding more shorts, hell yeah. Bro, light bill 200 past due, 800 didn't cover it. Come back tonight, bro. We'll win tonight. Lower lows getting crushed, hell yeah. Dumping. It is gotta go. Have a good day. Hell yeah, I'm a you too, bro. Casper, what's up? Bear flag, waiting for one more bear flag. 22,598. Hell yeah. I mean, again, like I said, I do think price overall, higher time frame wise, does have the possibility more than it has to buy to sell. But I'm just like, I do expect price to at some point come up and take a little bit more liquidity before doing that, if it does do that. Oh, the 1250 candle. Still more what? So like the 250 candle is coming up. It sparks. Oh, okay. Okay. Near the end. So in 24 o'clock, the 1450 candle most likely is. Okay. That's something to look out for then. I'll keep an eye on that for sure. I saw my bull run bias, so filled the gap completely, and NQ just tapped. Yeah, I mean, we definitely could. This last candle, this candle here, would not like seeing that if I was in sales, but that does not mean price can't continue to sell. What we can see, because we did gap here at this candle, we could see price just come up, fill this gap in to continue price back down, which would be beautiful to see if you're in sales, because that's just beautiful price action. That just gives you a little bit more confidence that price should continue to run with you. So again, I would have no fear in price shooting up here. But let's say price does just absolutely disrespect this area and continues to print higher. That just gives me signs that price could be now ready to come up, take a little bit more liquidity before dumping back off, if that was the case, or it could just continue to fly throughout the entirety of Asia. We'll see. Again, we have time. We'll kind of play it out. I can sit on my hands. 75 points on NAS, US30 dumped, 150 points, fuck. US30 dumped. Yeah, in this case, you didn't know that. Yeah, didn't. Where's Luca Xander? Luca, I had to take him out. I had to take over, man. Nah, in all seriousness, Luca just wasn't able to make it today. Yeah, he wasn't able to make it. He hit me up. He was like, hey, can you go live? And if you don't know, I do go live during London session on this channel actually as well. If you guys did not know that, join me up. I want a win streak right now, killing it. You guys already know that. You guys know that. But that was just for you, Xander. I'm just I'd say I'm part of NLT, and we just stream who we run it up. But when Luca's not here, I'll take over. When I'm not there, Luca will take over for me. You know, I gotta be a good brother. You know, I gotta be a good big brother. If he needs me, I got him. If he needs me, I got him. You know what I'm saying? That's a brotherly love right there. You always recommend to keep stop lists at previous structure. Not always. So like, let's go back to this trade last night, where in this case, like I had a way tighter stop loss than I would down here. And the reason I did that is because you can see price as it came up here, we left no gaps within the market. We filled every single gap up. We bottom wicked up. We bottom wicked down before coming back up to make sure all gaps are filled, right? To me, in my eyes, price in theory should not come back down for no other reason unless it were to take me out and take liquidity and use me as liquidity. So when I entered last night, I was comfortable having a way tighter stop loss because of the fact that price has no gaps to come back down into. So price should not come back down. And if it does, I'm gonna take the L, because at the end of the day, it's an L. Like I can't control that. But you can see price just came up. I won. Price did end up coming back down. And what did it do? It's a liquidity. It would have taken me out, guys. And again, thankfully, I was able to get out and I was able to have a good exit point and a good management plan. But this is why I say a lot of times when there's no gaps, price will come back down to sweep areas of liquidity. Again, these structural lows. So yes, you can have your stop loss sitting even further behind it, but you never know how far price is going to come to sweep it. So you most likely would have gotten taken out if you would have held. But again, that just goes like to show, like if we were to enter here, my stops would really be depending on if there's any gaps within price. Like let's say price shot up here and we made a massive gap and we kind of start crouching up, we get entry. My stops would be massive because of the fear or because of the knowing that price could come down, come into this area of inefficient price before reacting bullish again, right? Same thing here is like stops in this case. If let's say I entered at this break, would definitely be, if not here, just because I know that with this gap that price made, price could definitely come up, fill this in before it comes back down. Did Top Songs visit? Dude, Top Songs hasn't been around yet. I don't think he was there last night being fruity as always. Luke has been telling me he misses Top Songs. I'm like, what, Luca? That's crazy. I might have to cancel you, gang. How do you feel about NASDAQ compared to US 30? Let's peep US 30. I don't look at US 30 too much, nor do I look at NASDAQ much, guys. You guys, but at the end of the day, I think they all kind of do the same thing. But again, we're just seeing price dump. There's nothing I can do. Again, if you did want to enter at just a break of this area, that's not my style of trading. I like to really have a strong bias behind what I'm going to do, especially when it comes to like breakouts. Need to have something I'm going to target. Maybe I missed something on the higher time frames. Maybe you guys missed something on the higher time frames. And this is where, again, I go into data, really big on data. If you guys did take this trade, if you guys didn't take this trade, if you guys are just chilling around watching, but if these are your markets in specific, US 30 and NASDAQ, these are your markets and price sold off, again, go back, get some data. Where is price going into? Where are areas that price could be targeting? This area of inefficient price, yeah, it definitely could be it. Probably most likely is. Could have been price wanted to facilitate a deeper pullback. If you drop a fib, you can see price was within discount pricing, but we definitely might want to facilitate a deeper pullback. That definitely could be the case. You usually see that a lot when there is a lot of imbalance sitting here, right? So again, if these are your markets, that's something you can go back into data, put in there. And again, going forward, okay, even if you're not going to jump into a trade next time around like this, it gives you data if you were to ever make that switch, or if you were to ever be fine with taking entries like this where you don't have the best lower time frame bias, meaning in this case there wasn't a lot of liquidity sitting within this lower time frame for us to really target, at least visually, other than these highs. But you can see price sold off, so you know. But again, data, guys, is so, I cannot stress it enough, guys. Cannot stress it. Data is so important. So that was more of a breakout entry. What do you mean? what was more of a breakout entry, this NAS or like this UK 100? Because this, like everything I do in UK 100 and DAX is breakout technically. I could consider a breakout, but I have a very strong bias behind it. Again, Tokyo highs was sitting up here unswept yet. Very strong bias. I know price is bound to pull into that area. If we go into DAX, you can see this area. I was out at break even on this trade. Why? Because we got this very strong area liquidity, but I was targeting this area here, targeting Tokyo lows. Why? Because it had not been swept. It came down perfectly swept that. Same thing here. In this case, we've already swept Tokyo lows, but this is where I said daily highs and lows come into play. This was yesterday's low. We know there's a lot of liquidity sitting behind there. I know that one, I'll go for a 1-to-1, but 2, I could comfortably hold a little bit longer just due to the fact that there's a lot of liquidity sitting down here. You know what I'm saying? So it is a crazy dump. Yeah, so it technically is a breakout, yes, but personally, I just like have a lot stronger bias. Like I know some people who just take a break at market open, just wherever price breaks to. And to some, it may look like that. But again, having a bias is key. And again, if I miss it, if I have to sit on my hands, I sit on my hands. Like if I say I like sells for that day, just how price action's looking and buys take place, oh well. Oh well. At the end of the day, I'd rather sit on my hands, not take a trade, than take an unnecessary loss. Especially if I knew deep down that it wasn't the best trade. Nah, I'm not in. They are in. Good job, Nick. Thank you, Preston. Good job to you too. I know you're in sales. So you're killing it right now too. I don't know why my voice changed. I fucking sound stupid as I was gonna say crazy ass word right now, but I thought I got Luca banned last night. I thought chat got crazy. They rage baited the fuck out of me. I forgot exactly what I said, but I know I said some fuck shit. So in there. Nothing bad, guys. Nothing bad. I'm not a crash out. But chat was just, it was popping. It was funny. Chunk buy with terrorists on South Korea and Japan. Yeah, I saw something like that right now. South Africa 30, Kazakhstan 25, Malaysia 25. Damn. Bro's out here laying down the hammer. The fuck? He said, give me my fucking money. Does T-Mobile 360 cover crack screen protectors? Dude, I don't know, but honestly, I hate having like a phone case on. And honestly, dude, I'd be going through phones, dude. And like, not trying to sound like a fucking klutz, like I drop my phone all the time, but it happens. And I just hate cases, man. I just run through phones, bro. It's not good. Borat will be outraged. That's a crazy comment. What are you guys doing today? I mean, tell me what you guys doing today. I mean, start of the week. I started with the win. I'm already having a great week. Even if I didn't start the win, it's a great week. But what do you guys got planned this week? Just trading all week? Y'all grinders like that? I mean, y'all should be. You guys should be trading. If I was gonna say if you're single, even if you're not single, you should be trading, training, and that's it. Trading and training. When I say training, you better be hitting the fucking gym, going on a run, doing something, being productive, getting your mind right. I guess I'm planning to trade all week. Hell yeah, Preston. Fire, yeah. Again, I assume you guys are going to plan to trade all week. Do you guys got plans outside of that? I'm up a little today trying to get a win. Hell yeah. I mean, if you're up today, don't push it too. That was my biggest thing at one point is be content. Like you guys don't realize too is like let's say you have like $1,000 account and you make $100. You're like, oh, that's only $100. Like, nah. But that's 10%. 10% of 100K counts $100,000. You know what I'm saying? No, 10% of 100K counts $10,000. Don't clip that. I sounded fucking stupid. It's $10,000. So like something that may be small now could be way bigger later. But again, it's about the process. It's about how much money you have, how much money you can leverage. That's why prop firms are so amazing. But but don't push it. You know, like if you're up today, if there's nothing else to trade, forcing it is the worst thing you could do. And I'm not saying that's what you're gonna do, but I just like giving advice to anyone out there. Trading in that order. Trading in that order. I like that, Rudy. I like that. Up 400 for the day. Think I'm good. Casper, you're more than good. And what happened to your profile pic, my guy? You changed that shit on us? Or is that a different Casper? Like, what are you trying to do out here, Casper? Why are you trying to play with my feelings like that if I can change up your profile picture? You have 2 accounts, huh? Are you weird like that, Casper? Bro, but I mean, this move was easy to call. Oh, yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah. I get what you're saying. How you went about going full time? It just kind of happened. Honestly, with Luca definitely helped me out a lot. And if you guys don't know how I met, it's actually crazy. I like when I was into trading, like I first got into trading. I thankfully did not get caught in any traps like IML like Luca did. Had a good route, but again, like anyone struggled, kind of did live, lost some money. But saw someone, you guys know Ollie Trades. He was having like these little meetups in LA and I wasn't too far. And I was like, and I pushed my friends. I was like, yo, let's go. Like, why not? Like, you never know. Like, we could meet someone. And I think we went to the first one. I think it was lit. Like, we're chilling. And then there was another one like a couple months later. And I was like, let's go. Like, why not? Like, you know, the last one is cool. Like, you never know. I literally told him, you never know what could happen. And I didn't know Luca by then. And then met Luca. Cool. We, you know, everything's cool. We chilled that night. We went out. Then kind of started like working with him. And I'd like to say like a lot of it was like my mindset. Like I knew a lot about trading. Like we could have a conversation about it. And he kind of just started helping me, teaching me, mentoring me. You guys know that. And things in trading as well as like outside of life and mentally and just kind of started shifting. And again, that's where it's like putting yourself around people who are ultimately doing better than you is the best thing that you can do. And a lot of you may not understand that, because I think at the longest time I struggled to understand that with the saying of you are who you hang out with, you are who you hang out. I can't talk. You are who you hang around with. And I always like to deny that, but it's the truth. It really is. When I started hanging around Luca, things just really started shifting. Even if it was just in like my work ethic, how much I wanted to work, how much, like how long, how hard. Even now, you know, it's like, it's still a motivation, you know. But the reason I tell you guys that is just like put yourself out there. If there's a meetup, like I know me and Luca plan on having meetups out in San Diego and LA in the future. Show up. You never know what's going to happen. You never know who you're going to meet. You never know who you're going to connect with. You don't, and the opportunity that it could bring you. Like Luca granted at the time had like 30,000 followers. He was big. And you know, and he's only going to grow, you know, and I have that connection and further connections. And now that I'm growing, now I can benefit him in ways where it's like, you know what I'm saying. But again, I just put yourself out there, meet people, talk to people, DM people, create conversation. You guys don't know how many people that like just shot me a DM casually about trading that I'm cool with now. And again, they never know where that connection could take them. Like, you guys don't know the steps that I'm taking. You don't know who I could be. The next fucking Elon Musk. You know, like you never know who someone's going to be. You never know. Make connections. Grow your network. Your network is your net worth. Big time. No matter what anyone says, it is. No, it's me changed it. Why'd you change it? Guess I should have kept the same people. No. Yeah, bro. You look like a whole different person now. Luca, I've got some sauce for you. Shoot it to him. Yeah, I remember your interview. You mentioned Luca shifted your mindset. Yeah, he did shift my mindset, definitely. Like, I mean, just as far as like money, the way you think, the way you like talk about yourself, it was crazy. Like, just to see how he, like anyone in a position, like every trader that I've met, they all think they're the shit. And that's fine. That's so fine, because I think I'm the shit. I think I'm the shit. And you guys should think the same thing. You guys should all think that you're the shit. And again, like it's hard sometimes to build confidence around that when you don't have results. But as you continue to like progress and just follow your system and grow, like you're gonna, everything's mindset. When I started not giving a fuck and just thinking like I'm him, like dude, you don't understand, like it should just started flowing differently. It almost felt wrong, you know, because everyone programs you to not think that way. Oh, you're egotistical, you're cocky, you're this, you're that. Dude, I get hurt. Actually, people don't call me cocky or egotistical, but they interpret me saying like I go around saying like I'm a winner. Like I don't lose. I tell people that I don't lose. And that's not, people interpret that as a sore loser. And that's not the case. I lose all the time. I lose trading. I lost for the first 2-3 years. You know, there's times where I lose. Everyone takes a loss at times. But I'd rather have the mindset of I always win rather than, oh, sometimes I lose. Why? Because that mindset's ultimately going to bring me more wins than it is losses. Right? And it's a mindset. I'm not saying I can't lose ever. I'm not open to learning from loss. But my mindset is I always win. I win. I'm a winner. I was born to be a winner. It is, you know, it's a mindset switch, and a lot of people think of it as cocky, egotistical, but that's what it takes. I've been around people who are making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month, and how do they talk? How do they think? Same exact way. They're winners. They win. That's what they do. That's who they are. That's their identity. Am I taking a trade? I don't think so. Price is now reacting in a bullish manner, but what it could be doing is just, like I said earlier, filling in this gap to then run lower. We'll kind of see within the next 15 minutes. I'll stick around, see what happens. Obviously, if price does push up, you could see entry. I don't think I'm going to enter, but I may tell you guys this is a decent entry. We'll see though. We'll see. Depends on how price looks. I have like 70K in debt and act like I don't have the debt. Yeah, I mean, I'd say that's definitely a good mindset as far as eliminating that and not letting it stress you out. But I think it's still good that you still have it in the back of your head, because it should almost make you want to work harder and be more disciplined and be more consistent, because you know you have something to work towards. Like you have to. It's just, you have such a big why, and you should make it that, because the bigger the why, the more you're going to want to do something, even if it's that type of why. Everybody's why is different. Looking for sells on NAS? Personally, no. But I'm not saying sells weren't good. Sells were good if you're able to catch that first initial push. Bravo. If you're still in, like I said, you really want to see price hold at this area here. You don't want to see price come anywhere higher than this area of inefficient price. I mean, it could end up coming higher, but you'd want to see it top wick. You wouldn't want to see it close with a body closure above that area. You would not. Because that would just give me signs that price may be ready to now push higher into other further areas of sell side liquidity, which again, I expected to begin with. We have a lot of liquidity sitting at every single one of these structural highs. There's liquidity. There's liquidity here. Here. And again, there's liquidity everywhere in the markets, but at these structural highs, there's just a lot more where you'll see definitely definite reactions at these points, right? But price could definitely still run up to New York highs and take all that liquidity. Keep grinding, progressing, bro. You got it back. Thank you, Casper. I appreciate you, bro. Hella. Bro, change his profile pic back. Crazy. You switching up on us too much. Switching up too much. But you guys should go. Here, I'm gonna do this. Boom. But I'm always live, guys, at London. If you guys want to follow my Instagram, I'm always posting on there. I got a bunch of free stuff, like a free Discord and all that too, if you guys want to hop in there. But get me to 12K right now. Give me to 12K right now. Let's see where we're sitting at. Can we get me to 12K right now? No, that's crazy. Y'all want to give me 500 followers right now? That'd be fucking hard. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. Buy these longs, Luca. But nah, so tomorrow when Luca's on stream, y'all need to start calling him my little brother. We got a deal. I could really work out some account giveaways with you guys if y'all really want to pull something like that. We could really work something out. Y'all start calling Luca Lil Bro. Be like, hey, thank you for letting your big brother stream yesterday. Giveaway or not. Thank you, Fabian. You better fuck with him tomorrow. I'm expecting a text from him talking about chat was calling me Lil Bro. He's probably watching right now like this fucker. I do use Gates FX, Ivan. I do. When I'm trading live, yeah. And especially right now, because I am doing an account flip with live stream at London. We'll see how that goes. You guys know how account flips go. They can be fun, thrilling. They can be very rewarding, but they can also go bad like that. But again, it's all fun. It's all fun. But I mean, price is stuttering here. I'm expecting price to just respect this area of inefficient price, or this gap, this fair value gap, whatever you want to call it, and continue to lower prices. But I could definitely be wrong. Price could run higher here. Again, we do have a lot of liquidity sitting at these higher areas. So if I had any questions, yeah, bro, dude, Ivan, anytime, bro, anytime. If you guys ever have questions, I'm always in Luca's Discord. You guys will always, if you guys go to the announcements, you guys will see my name all throughout, or usually I forgot to post in here, but like you'll see my name. So this fucker posts a lot here. So you'll see my name when I post lives. I don't know where the recent ones are. Maybe I haven't been posting them in here. I guess I haven't. But I'll post my lives in here. You'll see my name. Just go over there. It's Nix. Anyone, feel free to DM me. If you ever have questions, guys, shoot me a DM, guys. I'm always open. I'm always on my computer. If I'm not here, I'm at the gym. If I'm not at the gym, I'm on a meeting. And if I'm not on a meeting, I'm fucking trading, going live. So feel free to shoot me a DM. Check your Discord DM. I'm scared, Rudy. I'm scared to check it from Rudy. Sorry, guys. I didn't realize how many DMs I had. DM in Discord. Thanks to... of course, Ivan. I'll respond to you. We'll send... Whoa. Guys, I'm still willing to give it like 10 minutes. 10, 11 minutes. We still got a couple of you guys sitting around. I want to see what price does. I really do. I'm curious to see if price is going to flip. Or if it's going to continue to respect its trend and continue to follow price action. Have you taken a trade yet? During this session, no. I did take a trade last night during London session, but I did not take a trade today. Price just wasn't looking good. I was expecting buys off the, or at least earlier I was expecting buys. But again, price doesn't have to do that. And again, I'm fine seeing on my hands. You guys should be too. T depositing Gates FX exact same way Luca does, by the way. I think Luca uses Kraken. I don't use Kraken. Don't use Coinbase. 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 Don't trust me. It's a headache. It's a headache if you have to go, if you get fucked over. Don't. You can actually use Cash App. If you guys didn't know, I use Cash App. It's easy. You can use Kraken too. When it comes like more money, like depending on how much Kraken. Where's Luca? In Beverly Hills right now. In Beverly Hills. Like yesterday when we were out there, he was showing me like this one street with like all these gay bars, bunch of gay bars. He's probably there right now. I'm kidding. Looking for top songs. He might be. Top songs is probably there. Yeah, Coinbase is shit, Casper. But you can use Cash App. So with Cash App, it's super simple. You just go buy Bitcoin and send it over. Super simple. GatesFX is honestly, I've used one or two other brokers, I think. GatesFX by far, and I'm not even trying to hype it up because I use them. By far the easiest. There's a reason I use them. Preston. Don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him. Shh. Even though this is all clip. But he's gonna send me a clip tomorrow. But guys, we'll see. I want Price to hurry up here. Gotta go hit the gym. Love hanging around with you guys. You guys are amazing. But when Price doesn't give us a setup, it's like, what the fuck? You just want to go. And again, the reason I'm like that is just because, again, it just kind of makes you not force a trade. Like pushing yourself off the market, being able to close a laptop, being able to close a computer and just walk away. You know, it's important. I use Coinbase and it has been a pain. Yeah, Kraken, when it comes to GatesFX too, like Coinbase, if you're just like buying crypto and just like holding it, you can use Coinbase. It's pretty trusted, I'd say, but you can't transfer into Gates with Coinbase for some reason. So you have to use Kraken. I use Cash App. Like it just depends on how much I'm sending to. Just full send in. I'll meet you at the. You meet you in the bar. We'll port the account, and if it goes south, we'll go drink our pains away. That's crazy. Yeah, Luca uses Kraken too. Oh yeah, have exchange and never ETH. Maybe that's, but the thing is, I was trying ETH too. Like I tried ETH with Coinbase too, and I had kept fucking switching between ETH and Bitcoin and this and that, and I got hit with so many fucking transaction fees. I was like, and then finally fucking realized that it just doesn't accept Coinbase in general, even with ETH. At least the way I was doing it, unless I was just being fucking, just couldn't do it. But then Cash App was simple. And what I mean is, like, when I went to put the address in, the Bitcoin address, Ethereum, it just didn't pop up on Coinbase. But as soon as I put it on Cash App, it popped up. So that's how I know I don't think Coinbase even works with it at all. Isn't it like 5-10,000, Rice Ninja? That's withdrawal though. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily say that because I don't really use Kraken. Like I use Coinbase and Cash App, but I just had to use Cash App when it came to sending. I probably could just get Kraken. More fees to because on more fees on Coinbase. Yeah, I realized that shit firsthand. I just didn't. I was transferring back and forth. Smacked with fees, man. I was like, what the fuck? All right, so it looks like price could potentially disrespect this area. What's the best buy? Coinbase does have limits, doesn't it? I mean, how much does Robinhood allow you to buy? I assume they all have limits. I'm not out here buying 4, 5, 6 Bitcoin at a time, so I don't know if I'm the person to be asking about Bitcoin. I don't dabble too heavily into crypto, is what I'm trying to say. But I think most have limits. I think even Cash App has a limit. Coinbase has a limit. I think Robinhood has a limit. Jose, so I'm actually expecting longs here. So with the price looking how it is right now, What I was waiting for is to see if price respects this area. And I guess we actually could. So if this price were to come up in top wick and come back down, okay, I think sales may continue to take place throughout the rest of the session. We're into Asia. But if we totally disrespect this area of inefficient price and continue to push bullish here, I can expect price to probably remain bullish the rest of the session. But bear in mind that there's going to be pullbacks and continuation as price continues to go higher. So as price breaks these highs, this is why I'm personally not going to enter. Is one, I'm not willing to stay here for 3-4 hours because I do think this trade could take a while to play out. Once we do get entry, which my only possible entry would be like a break of this area. And to me, that's still kind of iffy just because we're sitting at some pretty strong liquidity here. But let's say you took a break of this. You probably wouldn't be in yet. But you took a break of this, your stops would want to be down here. Why? Because there's a lot of gaps sitting within this leg that was created that could cause price to break, come back, fill these gaps, and then push higher. And again, that's why you kind of want to trade accordingly and have your stop loss placed accordingly. But as price does come up, let's say we do start seeing good price action, you may want to manage it accordingly once we start getting to these structural highs where we do have a lot of liquidity sitting behind them, because that could be all the liquidity price needs to sell price back off. And that's something to keep in mind. You did tell me to full port, bro. Should have. We instead of in the bar drinking our sorrows away, we'd been in the bar drinking to success. No, I'm kidding. That's crazy. Are you in this? Where are you from, Preston? We going all the way up to the right? Yeah. We going up here. Nah, bro, I think NASDAQ is bound to go higher, guys. I told you, I think we're going to come and seek some liquidity. W success, yes. W success. But we'll see, though. We'll see. I'm not entering, guys. I'm personally not entering. I'm just not going to stick around for 3 hours, and I really wouldn't want to take this trade if I'm not here to properly manage it. This is a crazy flip. The buys are looking good, guys. Honestly, it makes me want to get in on a second account, just how looking at this 4 hour is, just that flip in general. Same with this daily, but that 4 hour is pretty crazy, where I think price could definitely push up and fill in this gap here. What's his name just pointed out, man, said that it came down into this area here, right? It's bullish for value gap. So again, price is looking pretty good for buys. I really can't lie, but at the end of the day, I don't trade this session. Not as much volume now, right? If this was like a setup coming into the London session, I would love this, because I know that price would have volume at least throughout the entirety of that London session. But we're already at New York. Yeah, we're within power hour, but we're kind of approaching out of it as we continue on into the next hour or so. But again, feel free to enter if you guys want. We're seeing a little hesitation at that area, but I don't think anything of it. I think we're chilling. So the rainbow bar, you said. What about it? What about the rainbow bar? I'm in the Bear, Marion County. Me and Luke will go out there, we'll go party. Maybe not party. Me and Luke aren't partiers. Or we don't party like that, you know? Hardly ever. Sometimes. But, fire. So, did you know Luca? Because Luca's from up there. If you didn't know. I assume you know. Well, price is buying. I told you guys. I think I have to stick around now, which I'm like, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. But there's a can of C4 with my name on it in the gym that's has amazing lighting and is calling my physique over there. Happen like you predicted. Again, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't want to say happen like I predicted just yet, because again, price could just flip from here. But I do think price is subject to come into some area of liquidity. And again, that may not happen right now. We could see a pullback of price. That's my biggest fear, guys. That's my biggest fear right now. But it would be nice to see price push bullish. The one thing with me being somewhat okay, like let's say if I would have entered this trade, where I would be okay with price pulling back now is because if price were to just shoot bullish here with some volume, take this high, and now I have to move to break even because I know that price is now taking a decent high, I'd move to break even, and I'd more likely than not be taken out at break even once price does come to pull back in. And here's the thing, price could just come pull back in and continue higher, right? And now, yeah, I'm not mad because I didn't lose, but at the end of the day, it's like, if I were to want to see this trade play out long term, I do want to see these gaps be filled in before price does take off. And that would just give me a little bit more confidence in price staying bullish throughout the rest of the day. Oh, what? You know, Luca? Fire. Fire. Hell yeah. Did not know that. I'll tell him. But I bet you didn't know he had a big bro named Nix, huh? Crazy. Bro's been keeping it from the world. Bro's been keeping it from the world. Market, and let's meet up. Let's meet up at Rainbow Bar. Well, Luca, I'll tell Luca. Would you scalp quick profit at times, Nick? I mean, I'm not really big at I've like, even when I first started trading, I don't think I was like that. Like, obviously there was times where you had like greed and or you took out too early, like when you didn't know shit. But I've never been like a quick profits. Like, it's either hits my top take profit or break even or stop loss, or that's it. That's really the type I am. I've never really taken partials. I mean, in some cases with some systems it works, but with the systems I've traded, I've never seen it being more of a benefit to me, in my personal opinion, through my data. But again, maybe I needed more data or need more data. Did it hit a kilo on the 1 hour because of strong buying? Yeah, so I mean, on the hourly or on the 4 hour, we came into this fair value gap. If you pay attention to fair value gaps, came into this fair value gap. Not only that, we have this massive flip candle, massive bottom wick, which is just looking like it's going to lead price into being a flip candle. And I expect price to come up and fill in the rest of this gap. So I do think price is bound to come up a little bit more. But once we do come up that little bit more, that could be the reason for price then flipping from that point. So, by the way, I'm not in. But yeah, higher time frames look good for buys. But again, with us filling that gap, we could see price do that, then totally flip. But I think at that point, we're bound to take some liquidity to fuel price to push lower if that's its goal. But again, I think that's it, guys. And it's been a good one. Again, monitor price, see what it does. Like I said, I'd be more comfortable with it coming in and filling these gaps. If you did enter this trade, I don't know if you guys did. I didn't, but I'll still watch it with you guys. I would like to see price fill in these gaps right now. That'd be beautiful to see. Don't freak out. As long as you have your stops down here, you're fine. But again, price is invalid until it hits your stop loss. And I say that because of the fact that price is more than likely not going to come down into these gaps, fill these in before it does take off. If it does take off, again, price could just be subject to continuing lower. I don't think so. I really don't. We have a lot of liquidity sitting up here, and I think price is bound to take that. So we'll see. Keep an eye on it. Appreciate you guys joining in here. You guys are amazing. Again, don't forget I'm live during London session on a win streak right now. Haven't lost this month, thankfully. I plan to win this entire month. I know that's pretty crazy to say, pretty delusional, but I don't care. Probably won't happen. You guys know how trading is. Losses are and losses are bound to happen. You guys know that, but we'll see what happens. So see you guys at London session. I'll be live tonight later. You know, you guys will see me, but I appreciate you guys joining up. You guys are all amazing. Luca will be back tomorrow. Don't worry. I know you guys probably missed him, but don't forget to let him know that his big brother always has his back, and I'll stream for him anytime. So let him know that. All right, guys. I appreciate you guys. Take care. I'll see you guys tonight. Join up. We're going to win. I'm telling you, we're going to win. I don't lose. Yeah, later.